Hello everybody, Michael here with Paw Forward Dog Training, and I got Ellie here, who just gave me a run for my money on having her stay on place. So, I'm going to show you, I'm going to change gears a little bit here. My initial goal was to work greetings, but I realized she needs work on stay, so we're going to work that. I like to work stays on elevated platforms because it's sort of like a cheat code for people. Right? The dog understands it's something completely different than the floor, and it takes a little bit more effort to come down off of. All right, so it makes it a little bit easier for us to teach that concept of do not leave this boundary right here. Okay, so that's why I like to start with elevated platforms. All right, so I'm going to get her up here. Up, 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 up. Good. And the rule here is I've put you here now, right? So you can't leave here until I tell you to. Okay, so I'm first going to start with a time. I've got the leash here in my hand so that if she tries to come off of it, I can quickly make sure she can't. Okay? Success and constraints that lead to success are very important in training. In my head, I'm running a count right now. I'm about 15. I'm going to go to 30. Okay? I'm adding some very slight movement into the posture or into the stay. Me moving. Yes, good girl. You're free. And I'm going to exaggerate that release, okay, that she is now free to move. The key with stays is that you, one, ensure that it's a time frame that your dog can actually do, because if she's constantly leaving position, you're not practicing a stay anymore, you're practicing her learning not to stay for you. And then you progressively grow based off of her success. And then the other thing is that once you put them in there, do everything you can to make sure they stay there. Okay, we're trying to teach them to do exactly what we say. Ellie, up. Good girl. Stay. Yes, good girl. Good job. Food does not mean that they are done. Okay? So just because I gave her food does not mean that she's free. Just because I said good girl does not mean that she is free. She does not walk off now. She does not get to leave, okay? It is free, and the invitation to do so, that means she can now leave the posture. This is super important. So many people will just give their dog food, and then the dog walks off. Food does not mean you're done. Just because I give you food doesn't mean you're done training. Ellie, up. Good girl. I should be able to give food at any point. Good girl. Good girl, take that one. Stay. Okay? And it doesn't mean that she can now come off of this. Okay? Good girl. Sit. I'll show you another little hack here, okay? Good girl, free. Okay? Free. If you're struggling, if your dog is not staying for you, Ellie, one thing you can do without using words, so I've got about 10 or so treats here, okay? Oh, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to build this idea that that's where she's going to be rewarded, that none of the rewards are going to come from my hand anywhere over here. A good girl. And what you'll see is you'll start getting that stay behavior. Good girl. Good girl. See how I'm constantly rewarding on the platform itself? She's coming to learn, oh, Michael's going to deliver over here, so there's no point in me following him. Good girl. Good girl. Good job. Good job. Good girl. Building this expectation, especially if you have something that she wants, is going to lead to her just staying there, because dogs do get lazy. They start thinking, well, what am I coming off for? If he's just going to come back and deliver here, I'll just stay here. Okay? Good girl. Good job. So if you're struggling with the first way I showed you, try that way for a little while and build that expectation that the food's going to be delivered right there on the place. Okay? And then you'll be able to easily teach that stay. All right, baby. All right. Yeah, you beautiful girl. Okay, so I'm going to do one more variation to this stay. I'm going to have Joanna walk up to her here, and I'm going to reward her for staying in place. Okay, so we're just adding a distraction. Yes. Go ahead, walk straight up. Yes, good girl. Say hello. Good girl. Yes, perfect. And then walk away. Excellent. Good work. Good work. Perfect greeting. She didn't get too excited. She's kind of stayed more focused on me. Go ahead one more time. Stayed more focused on me than Joanna. Go ahead and say hello. Good girl. Perfect. Excellent. Ideal. Okay, that's super ideal. Okay, you're free. Go ahead. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Appreciate you guys so much. I'll see you on the next one.